Tree number 2 in this lesson, it's called kabak tree. Kabak tree. Kabak tree, like acacia tree, it's umbrella-shaped tree. In which habitat it can survive? In Amazon rainforest. It can grow and survive in Amazon rainforest. Let's talk about structural adaptation of kabak tree. First, we will talk about roots. It has large, wide roots. It has large and wide roots. It's called buttress roots. So the roots of acacia tree, it's called taproot, but the roots of kabak tree, it's called buttress roots. Buttress roots are not planted deeply in the ground, but they grow high up. They grow high up. On which part? They grow high up on the trunk. They grow high up on the trunk. Give reason for roots of kabak tree grow high up on its trunk. Or kabak tree has large wide roots. Or give reason for kabak tree has buttress roots to hold the tree in the soggy soil. To hold the tree in the soggy soil. Or we can say wet, muddy soil. To hold the tree in wet, muddy soil. So the soggy soil, it's the same meaning of wet, muddy soil. One more time, give reason for. Kabak tree has large and wide roots, which is buttress roots, to hold the tree in the soggy soil. To hold the tree in the soggy soil. Second, let's talk about leaves. It has hand-shaped leaves. Hand-shaped leaves. So the leaves look like the hand. The leaves look like the hand. Give reason for it has hand-shaped leaves to allow wind move gently through the leaves without cutting them. To allow wind move gently through the leaves without cutting them. Third, we will talk about seeds. Kabak tree has fluffy yellow seeds. Fluffy yellow seeds. Give reason for it has fluffy seeds. To be easily carried by wind. So the wind can carry these seeds. To be easily carried by wind. That's all about structural adaptation of kabak tree. Let's talk about behavioral adaptation of kabak tree. Kabak tree has delicious smelling flowers. So it sends smelly message by wind. Give reason for it has delicious smelling flowers to attract bats towards it. To attract bats towards it. To attract bats. So one more time, give reason for. Kabak tree has delicious smelling flowers to send messages through the wind to attract bats. In this part, we will talk about plant scientist. Plant scientist, the scientist who studied the plant. The scientist who studies plants is known as botanist. Botanist. So the scientist who studies a plant is known as, or it's called, botanist. Now let's see some examples of different environments and different types of plants and their structural adaptations. Let's start with mangrove tree. Mangrove tree. It can grow in salt water, so the habitat is salt water. What about its structural adaptation? It has long and strong roots. Long and strong roots. So give reason for mangrove tree has long and strong roots. To resist the water waves. To resist the water waves. Next plant is called water lily. Water lily. Water lily can grow in wetland or fresh water. Water lily can grow in wetland or fresh water. It has wide floating leaves. It has wide floating leaves. Give reason for water lily has wide floating leaves. To absorb large amount of sunlight. To absorb large amount of sunlight. Next plant is pine tree. Pine tree can grow in snow, so the habitat of pine tree is snow. Pine tree has a triangular shape. Pine tree has triangular shape and short branches. Give reason for it has triangular shape and short branches. To allow the snow slide easily so the branches don't break. To allow the snow slide easily over it so its branches don't break. Pine tree has needle leaves. It's important point. It's important point. Focus with me. Pine tree has needle leaves. Give reason for pine tree has needle leaves. To prevent the loss of water. To prevent the loss of water. To keep water inside the leaves. To keep water inside the leaves. So to prevent the loss of water. Next plant is palm tree. Palm tree can survive and grow in desert, so the habitat of palm tree is desert. It has thick trunk and small leaves. It has thick trunk and small leaves. Give reason for it has thick trunk. Give reason for palm tree has thick trunk. To resist the strong winds. To resist the strong winds. The last plant is barberry fig. Barberry fig can grow and survive in desert like palm tree. It has sharp spines. It has sharp spines like what? Like which plant? Like acacia tree. It has sharp spines and a tough outer cover. Give reason for it has spines. To prevent animals from eating its leaves and fruits. That's all about our lesson today. Thank you and see you soon in another video and good luck.